airport update on Denver International Airport. There's a ton going on at Denver right now, and I also have a lot of exciting news today. I also have 2 new models in this update, which is really nice. One is my new Spirit Airlines Airbus A320neo, and also I have another new model that I haven't unboxed yet that I'm very excited to have in this update, and you'll see what that is soon enough. So today we have a very exciting airport update. As I said, there is a ton going on at Denver, and also I have a lot of news. This update is probably going to be a lot longer than my normal video because there's just so much to go over today. There's a lot of flights have been upgraded and all kinds of stuff going on. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. So before I get started, make sure to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. And so first of all, one thing that I'd like to go over before I get into this update is about a week ago, my spring break started and I went on a trip to Colorado. And I did fly to Denver. So I'm very happy that I got to do that. And also I went plane spotting there. I got some great photos and I will have a trip report on the flight up there and the flight back. It was a great flight and I'm really glad that I got to go to Denver. So today this update is reflecting off of a lot of the things I saw while I was at Denver. I went to the C terminal, B terminal, and A terminal. So it's reflecting a little bit off of some of the flights that I saw and the planes as well. So enough blabbering on for now, so let's get into this update. Starting right here with this Delta Airlines 767-300ER, and has just landed on runway 16 left from Atlanta. And yes, the Atlanta route has been upgraded to the 767, and I believe it's a 5 or 6 flights a day on the 767-400. So that is really crazy to see. And also I believe there's still a few 737 flights on the Atlanta route as well. Moving on right here at Delta Airlines 757-200. This has us to ride in from New York City and is going to be flying back out there. New York City's been on the 757 for a little while now, which it seems to be going strong on with a pretty consistent 2 or 3 flights a day on the 757. And right here at Delta Airlines 737-900ER. This is just a ride in from Detroit. Going to be flying out to Minneapolis. Minneapolis has been on mainly 737-900s, but also a few substitutions on the A321. JetBlue A320 in the barcode delivery with sharklets. That is just a ride in from New York City. Is going to be turning around back out there. Been pretty consistent on the A320. So as I said, he has just a ride in from New York City. We'll be flying back out there. Right here, the Frontier Airlines Airbus A320neo in the Fly the Hummingbird delivery. This is just a ride in from Tampa. It's going to be flying out to San Diego. Next, another Frontier Airlines Airbus A320neo in the. This one is in the Wilbur the White delivery. This has just arrived in from Nashville. It's going to be flying out to Pensacola. Moving on to American. Next in American Airlines 737 MAX 8 that has just arrived in from Philadelphia. Is going to be flying out to Chicago. Most of those routes are on the normal 737 right now, as well as a few A321s. So as I said, that has just arrived in from Philadelphia and is going to be flying out to Chicago. And next in American Airlines, Airbus A321 with sharklets that has just arrived in from Phoenix and is going to be flying out to Dallas today. Phoenix has been on the A319, A320, and A321. So a lot of different substitutions on this route, but I have seen on the A321 pretty consistently. So this has just arrived in from Phoenix and is going to be flying out to Dallas. And 2 beautiful internationals. In the front we have the Volaris Airlines Airbus A320neo. That has just arrived in from Guadalajara and will be heading back out there. That route's been on the A320 as well as a few times the A320neo. So he's going to be flying back out to Guadalajara after his arrival in from Guadalajara as well. And right there, the Lufthansa Airlines Airbus A350-900 in the new livery. That has just arrived in from Frankfurt as always and will be heading back out there. And that's on the A330, of course. And I actually saw this flight coming in. It comes in at around 12:40 p.m. and I actually saw this. It was pretty far away, so my pictures aren't great. But when I was at the A terminal, I also realized that Lufthansa parks on this side of the A terminal, not over here. So I corrected that. So now I know that Lufthansa parks here. So as I said, this has just arrived in from Frankfurt. We'll be heading back out there. And moving on, right here at Frontier Airlines Airbus A321 in the Spot the Jaguar livery. This is taxiing to runway 26 left for its takeoff to Orlando. And moving on to the B terminal, I'm very excited to get into the B terminal today. There's a lot of things going on with United. United has been doing pretty well, and there's a lot going on with the MAX as well. So starting with this lineup right here, a United Express E175 in the new livery, that has just arrived in from Santa Barbara and is going to be flying out to Huntsville. Next, the United Airlines Airbus A319 new livery as well. That has just arrived in from Calgary and is going to be flying out to San Jose del Cabo. And I saw this route on the A319 at Denver, which was pretty nice. And next up, the United Airlines Starline 737-800. I actually saw this at Denver, parked on this side of the terminal at gate. I don't remember the gate, but it was parked over here. And that was really nice to see, and I got some really nice pictures of it, so which you will see in the plane spotting video. But anyways, this has just arrived in from Las Vegas and is going to be flying out to Atlanta. And when I was at the B terminal, when I saw this, it was going to Atlanta. So I'm replicating that here in this update. Next, moving on right here is on the bottom of the screen, United Airlines 737-800 in old livery. That has just arrived in from Cleveland and is going to be flying out to Cancun. And back behind that, the United Airlines 757-200 in the old livery. That has just arrived in from Kilauea and is going to be flying out to Newark, New Jersey today. And United is actually flying a lot of routes on the 757 out of Denver right now. When I was at the B terminal, I actually saw 3 or 4 United 757. So United's doing a lot of routes on the 757 out of Denver. Right now, they're mainly flying to Kilauea, Calhoun, Newark, Chicago, and also Orlando has been upgraded from the 737-900 to the 757-300. So that is really nice to see all the United 757s at Denver right now. And now getting to the MAX news. As you probably know, United started flying their MAXes through Denver again about a month ago, but now they are going absolutely crazy with MAX flights. They have went from a few flights that they started a few weeks ago to now 10 new MAX flights, which is crazy. They've begun flying the MAX to Austin, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Dulles, Chicago, Fort Lauderdale, Baltimore, San Diego, Phoenix, Los Angeles, and Tampa. So this is amazing because it's only been about a month. And it went from 5 routes to at least 15 now with the original ones and all the new ones that they just added a few days ago. Now this is crazy. And when I was actually at the B terminal, I saw 3 United Maxes in a row. Got some beautiful pictures of those. And I'm really happy to see all the Maxes thriving at Denver. So this United Airlines 737-800 in the new livery is going to be flying out to Washington, D.C. Dulles today, which is being flown on both the 737 MAX as well as the 737-800s and 900s. And right here at United Airlines Airbus A319 new livery, that has just arrived in from New York LaGuardia and is going to be flying out to Pittsburgh today. And there it is, my brand new Gemini Jets United Airlines 787-9 in the new livery. And yes, this is my other new model. This is my other new model in this update besides my Spirit A320neo, which we'll get to in a second. And I just got this last night. That is why I don't have an unboxing of this yet. But I really wanted to put this in this update, and it is an absolutely beautiful model by Gemini Jets. So this has just arrived in from Frankfurt. It's going to be heading back out there. Currently, that's United's only scheduled 787-9 route out of Denver, but that is okay because I believe they also fly their Tokyo and London routes, which are currently not flying on the 787-9. So anyways, as I said, this has just taxied to the terminal and is going to be flying out to Frankfurt. Also in front of that, United 777-200. That has just arrived in from Calhoun and is going to be flying out to Honolulu. And after United Flight 328, they have been flying the Honolulu route on a lot of different planes, including the 787-9. 777-200 I saw once or twice, but mainly 787-9 and 777-300, which is what it's on right now. So I don't know if that's a permanent change or because of what happened on United Flight 328. Also right here, my beautiful new Spirit Airlines Airbus A320neo. This has just arrived in from Las Vegas, which is currently Spirit's only A320neo flight out of Denver, and is going to be heading back out to Las Vegas. I haven't seen very many Spirit flights lately, just the Las Vegas flight and also Fort Lauderdale flight, which is on the A320, so I don't really know what's going on with Spirit right now. If they have other flights, if they stopped some flights, or if I just missed the other ones. And moving on to the C terminal, we have a lot to go over as Southwest has just started a new schedule, and there's a lot going on with them, and just a lot of very exciting news with Southwest in this update. So before I get to Southwest, starting with this Alaska 737-800, this is just arrived in from Seattle, going to be flying back out there, still on the 737-800 and 900. And in the front of the screen, a Southwest Airlines 737-800 in the Heart livery. This is going to be flying out to Dallas Love Field today, and this is the flight I took back from Denver. So overall, great flight. I'll have a review out on that pretty soon. So this has just arrived in from Sacramento, which is where this plane came in before I got on it for my flight to Dallas Love Field, and he's going to be flying out to Dallas Love Field, as I said. Right there, a Southwest Airlines 737-800 in Canyon Blue livery. That has just arrived in from Las Vegas, is going to be flying out to Phoenix. And right here, a Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Colorado 1 livery. This is going to be flying out to Hayden/Steamboat Springs and arrived in from Miami. Both new routes, and actually the plane next to my gate for my flight to Dallas was heading out to Steamboat. So that was really cool to see, and that was on a 737-700 in the Heart livery. And before I move on to the rest of the Southwest, I also forgot to say that Southwest has started a new route to Colorado Springs as they started a new schedule, which just started yesterday, and also they're starting MAX service again. And on Flight Radar 24, I saw a flight on the MAX to Chicago Midway, and there was a flight to Orlando. So it'll be really nice to see what Southwest does with the MAX at Denver. And also, I hope I can get a Southwest MAX pretty soon, as well as United. Moving on is Southwest Airlines 737-700, Louisiana 1 livery. This arrived in from Chicago O'Hare, and is going to be flying out to Colorado Springs on the brand new route. And just a few days ago, the Chicago O'Hare to Denver flight was actually on Louisiana 1 livery, so that is cool. And lastly, for a airport update, in the back, a Southwest Airlines 737-800 Heart livery just arrived in from Charlotte, is going to be heading out to Norfolk today. Those routes are on a mixture of 737-700s and 800s. And in the front, a Southwest Airlines 737-800 Heart livery just arrived in from Philadelphia, going to be heading out to Kansas City. So that basically wraps up for this airport update on Denver International Airport. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to click that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.